Okay, a little sloppy Joe there at times, but I'll take it. You know, it's good enough for me. So welcome back to 80s Week. I hope you all have enjoyed all these videos this week. You know, it's just an excuse for me to make a bunch of nerdy 80s guitar videos. So I thought, why don't we wrap things up with some I don't know what I'm going to call the video, underrated, underappreciated, whatever you want to call it. These are riffs that I think were so cool and just kind of didn't get the attention they deserved. So we're going to dive into all of those. I will say, warning, some of those are from the early 90s. I know some people get upset because it's like, well, that's not the 80s. Like, the vibe is there. You know, the one's from 93. But the vibe is still there. So if you guys would, and you enjoyed 80s Week, do me a huge favor. One final time, check out my brand new course, Ultimate 80s Shred Licks. 20 licks inspired by so many of the greats of the era. And backing tracks, solos. I got a test lesson out there for you, all that stuff. I really do appreciate it if you check that out. And of course, make sure, while you're doing that, enter the giveaway. Check this out. We're giving away 2 guitars. We're giving away an Epiphone Les Paul and this killer George Lynch signature LTD. Sorry, it's an LTD. I wish I could give away an ESP. But other than that, guys, let's dive into the riffs. Let me know some of your underappreciated, underrated riffs down below in the comment section. And thank you again for another awesome 80s Week. All right, let's get it. Okay, so we were starting out in 1993, funny enough, with Wingers In For The Kill. Now, this is off their Pull album, which I think is an underrated album. It is an absolute masterpiece. Every single track on that album, it's one of those albums I can literally play the first song and just listen to the whole thing. I won't skip a track. It is amazing. Now, this riff in particular has so many signature Reb things in it. The way he's shaking the chords, the way he's using this little walk down, going through it. You know, he changes every time around. He flips it around a little bit. He's adding a little more vibrato at certain points. So, but man, In For The Kill is a killer riff. I mean, we gotta talk about John Sykes. The Blue Murder album is phenomenal. It's pretty much, I envision what the next Whitesnake album, if he had played on a second album for them, what it would have sounded like. You know, because the 87 album is incredible. Another one of those, every track on it's cool. And then you have, you know, Sykes leaving Whitesnake to form Blue Murder. And then you have this incredible album. And you can tell, Sykes is fired up on that album, and his voice sounds incredible. The riffs, Billy's kind of a tricky riff too, because you have that weird, so many signature Sykes things. The double picking, and it's just this big, huge sound. If you don't know the riff Billy from Blue Murder, man, check that out because it is a monster riff. Alright, now you know I'm rocking with Dokken. So Lynch is another one of my top favorite guys. People talk about a lot of the same riffs. I never hear anybody talking about Standing in the Shadows. Now this one's really cool kind of similar-ish to It's Not Love in that vibe, because you got the little stuttery double stops. I thought it was cool. That right there, and then the little part where it goes. That, to me, that's like a signature Lynch thing. That maybe he does that earlier. I can't remember. And I'm not saying I know how to play any of the stuff perfect, but just another one of those where I'm like, that's a Lynch riff, 100%. The pedaling, the little chords. Oh man, I love it. No one talks about Standing in the Shadows, but you're standing in the shadows. It's so good. Now we can talk about some White Lion, man. Vito in here with Lonely Nights. Now this is a riff that I gotta admit, I did not know this riff beforehand. A friend of mine, Jesse, if you're watching this, one of my 80s buddies here in Nashville, he's like, you should do this. And this was last year when he told me about this riff, Lonely Nights. And I'm like, man, that's a killer riff. And he played it for me. I'm like, that's gonna be one of those videos. And sure enough, I'm like, I gotta put that riff in here because it's so cool. I dropped my pick. Hello. And just the first part. I think I played that wrong, but you know, I played it right the first time, I think. So many cool things. I love that stuff. Because I do that all the time, but I've never done it like that. So, you know, you learn these riffs. A lot of these guys were doing the same thing, but doing their own spin on it, and I love just seeing how these guys used, you know, the same stuff that I know how to use, but they do it in such a cooler way. Alright, now I love all that early Yngwie, and of course, I'm a Viking. It's got to be on here. I think it's one of his best riffs. It's so cool. It's hard to play. I definitely did not play it right. Yngwie's rhythmic timing with his stuff, really underrated. I don't think people talk about that enough. And just in general, Yngwie's riffs. I mean, I think his riffs should be way more talked about than what they are. Everyone talks about, of course, like the sweeping, diminished, all that kind of stuff, which is amazing. But, dude, Yngwie writes killer riffs. Now, this one, like I said, the speed dynamics that it takes, because you have the... That brother, like, you go from like medium speed to like fast all of a sudden, and then you go back to medium. And then the one, I know I botched this when I played it in the video. I was just like, yeah, it's close enough. Oh, it just, I mean, talk about a riff that has melody, technique, attitude. I mean, it really does just have it all. All right, gang, I think that's going to be it. Let me know if my list checked out for you. Did you know all these already? Did you know how to play them already? Maybe you didn't know how to play them. Go learn them. These are really, really fun. You can learn a lot from them. Do me a favor. Let me know some riffs that I need to check out. Who knows, maybe next year I'll make another one of these, put a bunch of those riffs in here. So other than that, I'm bouncing out of here, guys. Like I said before, if you would, check out my brand new course. Your support means the world to me. And other than that, I think we got our 80s on this week. That's all I'm saying. I think we got our 80s on. I normally make 1 to 2 videos a week. I think I made 5 in a live stream. Or 4 and 2 live, whatever it's going to be. But I tried my best to make it a good yearly tradition, and just know that I appreciate all you watching this stuff. So other than that, homies, I'm out of here. Have a good night. Later.